Hello folks, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Banished with the Colonial Charter Mod. Now, we start today with the source of a great deal of consternation and indeed debate. This logging camp, Forester's Lodge, right? Logging camp, Forester's Lodge, same thing, has drawn a little bit of criticism from you fine people in the commenting section because it is in a terrible location. And I shall demonstrate why. Firstly, you've got this mountain, cliff, over here that, not a lot of trees are going to grow on that. And a second place where not a lot of trees are going to grow is in the river. This should be evident to anybody who's studied geography, even using their eyes, let alone any kind of professional training. It is in a terrible place. Now, yes, it is. It is in an absolutely horrendous location. So my initial goal today is going to be to relocate this bad boy over somewhere else. It's a shame. There's a lot of trees here, but I can't fault the logic vis-a-vis it being in a terrible place. And for the last couple of episodes, I've been struggling to keep pace with the demand for wood that my settlement has started to develop. What's this little purple number going on here? No clues? Okay, well, fair enough. Anyway, so the overall goal that I'm hoping to be able to accomplish relatively soon is completing the building of my trading post. For that will allow me to bring in some interesting and enlightening goods, and to get a town hall built. This is the future site of the town hall here that we're currently working to clear, while of course the weather is flaming miserable, as is the norm. Where shall I start? Right, well, first I'm going to I want to solve my wood crisis, such as it is. I mean, it sounds like a blockbuster movie of some description, but it's a wood crisis, is what it is. Now over here looks pretty workable. Actually, let's see how much of before I move on. So as you can see, by overlaying the footprint on top of my existing lodge here, I would say probably 50% of it is actually in unworkable land. So, yes, those of you who pointed that out, pat yourselves on the back. You have indeed made a valid point. So instead, I think we will go and develop this area down here, which I hadn't initially intended to be part of the village main. My goal is to grow over the other side of the river using the bridge that I already developed. So there's not a huge amount of foliage here at the moment. I wonder if a more sound plan, in fact, a more sound plan is going to be to remove everything that's there. Now, I can hear you. I can hear the yelling. I mean, look at all these resources that's just kind of hanging out there. I've issued the kill order. In fact, I'm not sure if it took or not, but there we go. Yeah. Are we going to remove this lot? There you go. Let's set that up. Now, that's going to be a fairly lengthy process, but it'll keep people busy for a little while. And then once it's done, we'll do a replant in this area. And the reason for doing it in this order is to get rid of these stones, these boulders that are going to be in the way over the long term. Now, if I were to just calm myself down a little bit and not build quite so much quite so quickly, then everything will just work. There will be less. What's the word I'm looking for here? There will be fewer shortages. That's what there'll be. And it's purely down to my overzealous approach to expansion that I run short in the first place. I'm gonna just stick a cursory dirt road out there. And with a bit of luck, that'll clear over time. I mean, admittedly, we've got the site of the town hall also needs clearing, but actually that seems to be coming along. Let's make sure we've got everything removed here. Let's go on, get rid of that lot as well. Let's have a nice empty town square, because then we can build, you know, a church and a town hall and all of that kind of good stuff. Right, so in the meantime, I do have 108 logs in store. I did get a notice saying that I was a little short on iron, but I do have 2 miners on the go, and again, providing I don't go too crazy in terms of exploiting those resources, I should be okay. To be honest, I'm in a good position right now. The only thing I'm a little wary of is the fact that I don't have an awful lot of children coming into the mix. My population is quite old, and I spent a long time faffing around at the end of the last episode going, oh, isn't this old person going to die so someone can have their house? And I do need to start thinking about population growth a little more than I have been doing. I always tend to play this game somewhat conservatively, but I think it's time we even gently upped the tempo a little. See, look, I'm doing it already. No sooner do I say, oh, I'm not going to build quite so much, as I've plonked down 2 new houses. Someone stop me. Anyway, you know, fun and games. So there we go. That's the early scheme we've got going on here. Is we'll clear this lot out of here, which will give me stone and wood enough to progress quite nicely, while we leave this woodcutter's lodge in operation for a while. It's not woodcutter, lumberjacks, I guess. What do they actually call them? They call them foresters. Foresters, that's what they are, because they not only cut, they also replant. And I've got 8 of 8 foresters at work. They just don't seem to be that bothered about doing too much flaming work. I've also got 7 labourers available. Interesting. Okay, in which case, one of you can get down the mines. Sorry about that, but, you know, this is a life lesson for you there. Gatherer were okay, herbalist were okay, hunters were fine. Yeah, I desperately need more wood, don't I? That's all there is to it. Maybe harvest trees. Maybe that would be, because given I've got 6 labourers just kind of, you know, loftily hanging around the place, maybe we should do a little bit of deforestation here and ease things along a little faster, because there we are. Let's see what comes of that. So yeah, it's we're in a transitionary period, and actually this is a good time for you to chime in. Are you interested in watching every waking moment, or would you prefer me to do stuff like I am doing now, where no sort of cast iron progress is being made, but you are at least getting the ongoing narrative of the game as it is, to kind of help things along. The comments section is at your disposal. Now, oh yes, remembered something. The other thing that I was strongly suggested to do was to build a stockyard or a supply yard or some such next to where my foresters live, so that they didn't waste their time carting stuff back to my other storage areas, and can spend more time cutting stuff down. Now that to me makes a great deal of sense. So let's just put a smallish wood stockpile here. See, a little 3x3 will do the trick. Just to see if it improves them on an efficiency basis. I'm going to do the same here as well. Just a little 3x3. Get them trotting along. I think the other thing that might be worth doing. What have we got? 2 of 0. 2 of 0. Oh, I've got 2 builders and they're not doing anything. Okay, right. Well, let's see if I can persuade them into maybe building some roads. And these stone paths, you know, if you notice, well, so have a look. Here's a good stone section. The second they hit the stone path, it's like they're, you know, on a jet ski, on a pair of roller skates. All of a sudden, in terms of the speed that they zip around the place. So as much as stone is a finite resource, having people able to zip around town that much faster will certainly aid productivity. The other thing that will aid productivity, of course, is the population going through schooling before joining the workforce, which they should now be doing. My schoolhouse is that's the market. Oh, that's my schoolhouse. I got a schoolhouse around here somewhere. Clearly now demonstrating my my expert knowledge of the game. There it is. So we've got 7 students in there at the moment, and when they graduate and go out into the wide worlds to become part of my elite workforce, they should be more productive. I'm sure those of you who are expert in the game will be able to say exactly how much extra labour I can expect to get out of them, but all I know is they will do better. Right, what do we got here? Saltbox House. Just had a Herbert. Good. Ladarian. Welcome to the team, Ladarian. And then over here we've got Renfield. I'm sorry, Renifred. Renifred. Good name. One, obviously, noticing that these names are put together by a computer. I'm just doing a quick population survey. I won't be long. Lessica and Sabrinley here, 70 and 75 respectively. They're doing great guns in terms of old age. Still, if they were to die, we could get someone else in the house. Linetina, the stonecutter, has been crushed by a rock. Clearly, stone cutting, not a profession for those of you who wish to reach a ripe old age. Yeah, turnover of population. That's what we need. Okay, right. I've got 220 logs in stock. I'm going to get this trading post finished. I don't think that's unreasonable, right? Get it done, and then we can look to actually start to develop our internal commodities. Start to think in terms of trade. And another useful tip. You see, I read these things and sometimes they sink in. Useful tip is don't sell tools, because iron is a non-renewable resource. Once you've used it, you've used it, and therefore you will find yourself running out of tools later on in the game, and you'll have to spend all your trade resources in actually getting more iron in. This is smart stuff, you see. Stone almost falls into the same category, except of course that you can convince a quarry to exist all over the place. I mean, it makes a complete mess of your land, but you're far less constrained. Right, we're low on iron again. Let's get someone else down the mines. Get down the mines. I am not backward in putting my people in harm's way down in an enclosed space to find me things that I will find of value. How are we going here? This is a heck of a lot of chickpeas on the go. Harvesting broccoli at the moment, and the fig trees are lovely, as is the apiary. So it's all going rather nicely. I'm a little worried about the birth rate, as I mentioned, and I don't think that just spamming houses alone is, well, obviously it is, but just spamming houses is not going to be sufficient to offset that. I'm going to have to work my population aging a little smarter, I think. How are we going here? Well, we've got the roads built now, and hopefully... Although, why you cut the corner? You would be quicker if you stayed on the road there. Just, FYI. Equally, everyone seems to be somewhat reticent about knocking trees down. Let's see if anyone's using the wood pile I made over here. No, in fact, not only are they not using a wood pile, but it's now got a small forest growing in it. Fantastic. Oh, actually, no one's working on it. That's why it is. They have to go and remove the trees first. I wonder if that's a forester's job or whether it will just happen. In fact, what I'm going to do? It seems like a fairly excessive investment. I'm going to put another stone path down here just to help things zip along a little bit quicker. Okay, the good news is now got lots of wood, plenty of it, and my trading post is ready. So we're going to go straight for stone path here, and I don't know, some kind of little featurette in there. What have we got on the featurette side of things? What are we going on? Decorative items. Many decorative items cannot be selected until all of the resources have been brought to the construction site. I'm not entirely certain of what that means. Statues and flags. Statue of me? Ooh. Oh no, we need you've got to have a statue and a plinth, okay? Oh, you've got to have a statue. And a statue? What about a bell? Got to have one already. J. I'm going to have to acquire the thing. A flag of an empire. Doesn't say which empire. Decorative cross. Yeah, I don't feel that. What's going on here? Ghost decorations. No, I don't think so. What's this? Fences? Yes. Oh, ooh, fences. I could have fun with fences, actually. Maybe now is not the time to be faffing around with this stuff. Themed sets. What's going on here? Walls and buildings for your shoreline. Oh, I'm gonna. Yes, I'm going to be playing with that later. Right. Fortress and palisades, native item, modular buildings. What have we got going here? Modular residence. Modular residence. Oh, interesting. 32 wood and 40 stone. That's a lot. However, I am fascinated to oh, look. Ooh. Oh, that's exciting. All right, let's bang one of these in. I apologise. I hadn't really dived into that menu with much gusto previously. Right, let's spin you around, see if we can get you on the end here. No, not so much. Well, that's some terrific road placement on my part, then, isn't it? Right, let's bang it in there. Now I wonder, what do we do here? Urn house, modest urn house, multi-story buildings, level 2. It's added to the left or right side of a level 1 construction. So maybe you need to build the thing first. What's this second lot here? Food market, bakery. All right. Well, I'm gonna place a level 1 building, and then we'll see if I can stick a subsequent level 2 next to it. Right. I'll leave that getting on. I've got the labourers to make that happen. How's my stone path coming along here? Connect that up there, and in fact, I'm gonna boulevard that just a touch. Still needs some kind of feature in there. Maybe I save up. Maybe I'll save up for a flag or a statue or some nonsense like that, and we'll get it going that way. In the meantime, let's put someone to work as a trader. I can have up to 6. Well, I think that's excessive. I think let's start with 1 and see where we get to. And I want all my candles. How many candles have I got? Well, let's start with 250 candles. They sell for a decent whack, I think. Broccoli. Oh, we're gonna sell 1,000 broccoli. Same with chickpeas. So one of the suggestions I've heard with regard to trading posts is to think of them as a near unlimited store area, or a rapid distribution store area, because they will take the amount of goods that you prescribe, and then if you don't sell them, you can always push them straight back out into your general population as and when needed, which I thought was quite a clever idea. Anyway, there we go. So we've got 500 broccoli in store already, just ready to ship to some poor unsuspecting vegetable fans. Here you go, broccoli chickpea stew, which is the primary staple diet here in Colonelsburg. Chickpea overload. And the thing is, I might as well stash that stuff, because that way I can harvest some more. Because if my storehouses are full, I'm getting no benefit from actually running the fields, right? That's just just stands to reason. How are we getting on over here? Is anything happening? I don't seem to be. Oh, there it is. The outline was proving testy. Okay, well, it's coming along. I'm going to have to see what this level 2 caper is all about. Interesting. Oh, I wonder if possibly you could answer. In fact, by skimming through here, I might be able to answer. Is it possible to build houses on bridges? You're going to go, what kind of madness is that? Well, it's a thing that we did in jolly old Blighty back in the medieval era. Is we'd build. If you look for pictures of the town Bath, you will see plenty of bridges that have houses built onto them. Now, this rooftop balcony is. I mean, it's interesting enough, but now the question is where themed sets? No. Where did I find? There we go, modular buildings. Now let's see about slinging a level 2 on top. Oh, that's fun. Ha. Okay. And for some reason, I've even got enough space to do it. I think. Or is that going to clip with its neighbour? I think it is going to clip with its neighbour. But it seems to be smart enough to be able to offset with several different options, which is kind of cool. The question is, where am I? Okay, it seemed to take that one. Let's see how we go. Because if I can effectively build tower blocks, that's an awful lot of fun. I suspect strongly this is actually part of the mod. My expertise with regards to which bit is mod, which bit is original, perhaps testimony to how much of the game I haven't yet played. I've always intended to play loads more of the game, but I just never really got round to it. Hey, that's kind of cool though. Well, we've got a family moved in here already, Arth and Serene. How serene is living with Arth. I've heard stories about that man. Okay, right. How are we going over here in Tradesville? We've got the figs. We've got some candle. Is my candlestick maker just dragging my chandler? Is he just hanging around, not putting his back into the job at hand? Because how can I make my fortune selling candles if he's not making some? And the trader's turned up. Oh, that's exciting stuff, and that's where I'm going to leave it for today. You're going to have to wait and see what my first illustrious trade will be, or in fact if I can afford anything. Probably not. Thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. I like this game a great deal, but it is often slow to develop. So as mentioned, do you want to see every waking moment that I put myself through, or would you rather some sort of edited highlights? Comment section is right there for you to give me your opinion on that pressing subject. Next time around, I'm going to make a trade. We're going to build a town hall. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Cheerio.
Listen.